This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, hi everyone. Very good morning all. Okay, welcome to the training. Okay, from Career IT. Yeah, okay, fine. It's perfectly working fine, right? So, okay, before I proceed, guys. Okay, before I proceed, the demo part. Okay, before I proceed the demo part, or before I proceed my introduction. Okay, I would like to have introduction from yourself. A basic thing, right? Are you working? Are you uh, a student? Are you trying to switch your technology from one uh, technology to other one? Okay, just a basic thing, right? Just a basic thing, so that we can make this session more interactive. Okay, this session more interactive, and I'll make sure, right, I'll drive you to this DevOps technology in the real world, how it is being done in the real world, what is the job openings you have today, how many openings which all industries are using. I'll make you through all these things, and also I'll make you confirm that you guys are using this DevOps related application in your day-to-day life. How we are using this AWS and DevOps in the day-to-day life. Okay, we'll speak about that. Before that, a small intro. Okay, meanwhile, our fellow folks will also be joining. Okay, soon. So as it's just 4 minutes, right? We'll wait for four more 5 minutes. Okay, so I just want a brief intro if anyone is interested to have it, right? It will, let's keep it more interactive. Okay, I'll answer all your queries. I'll give you certain, after certain part of the demo, I'll give you some time to have a question and answers. Okay, fine. Anyone would like to go, right? Just your name. Are you working? Are you student? Okay, anything, anyone. Please feel free to unmute yourself and speak. Okay, anyone would like to go, right?
Uh, yeah, hi, this is Vinod. I'm
Yeah, hi
currently
Vinod.
working in PCCW Solutions. Yeah, hi.
Okay,
And I am having around 8 plus years of experience into Intel and Windows, or Intel and VMware administrator. I'm also
okay,
currently working as a AWS associate,
okay,
and I'm keen to learn on DevOps more, and I just want to have more idea on the coding skills and all. So my query
okay.
is, how much we need to depend on the coding part as I'm coming to containers and Kubernetes and these kind of DevOps tools.
Yeah, I'll come back to your questions definitely. Okay, thanks for your introduction. Definitely, I'll answer your question. Okay, we are not coders. We are not going to write any kind of a coding. I'll explain you that as well. Why we are not going to write the coding? What are we going to do as part of this DevOps in AWS? I'll tell you. Okay, definitely. Thanks for your introduction. Anyone would like to go? Anyone, feel free to go. Okay, this is just a casual introduction. No, okay, nothing. We are not taking any info from you or something. We already have your information when you registered, right? It's just a casual talk, right? Casual talk, just to make you feel comfortable in this, so that you can ask questions. Okay, to ask questions. That is only the reason I'm keeping this one. Anyone would like to go? Okay, any girl was there available, right? Any lady available here, or anyone from? Fine. Okay, fine, guys. I believe. Okay, no, not a big issue, right? Okay, fine. So, okay, so myself, okay, my name is Sagar. Okay, I have total 10 plus years of experience in this. Okay, DevOps in AWS. Okay, so I have been working for multiple companies. I started my career with Wipro, then I moved to TCS, then I moved to Infosys, then I moved to a company called Ultimetric, then I moved to a company called PayPal. I'm currently working with Mastercard. Okay, I'm still working. I train people. Okay, in the institutes. I'm a corporate trainer as well. I do the workshops. Okay, I provide a lot of workshops. Okay, then I train for your consultancy batches. Okay, US consultancy batches. Okay, there are a lot of consultancy batches which comes for us, where hundreds of people join my session in the morning sessions, which starts from 6 7, right? There are a lot of people who join with us. Okay, so I have been uh, this, if I start your batch, it would be around 45th batch for me. Okay, this outside one, but the corporate one, a lot of things I have given training. I have complete expertise level in your AWS and DevOps. Okay, I also has expertise level of other clouds as well, like Azure and GCP. Okay, where I have been trained in that as well. Okay, where I train corporate people. Okay, so that's a brief intro about myself. Okay, so moving ahead to your DevOps, right? Moving at your DevOps. So before I start the DevOps demo, okay, don't think this demo is kind of a practical. We're doing something. No. So main idea behind DevOps is you should understand what is DevOps first. Reason is that it's like when you're starting a technology, you should understand that what this DevOps will help me, where it will use in real time. If some company is using DevOps, only then you guys will get a job. Otherwise, if DevOps is not used by companies, how you guys will get a job? Okay, that's a fact, right? So you have to understand the roadmap, how you'll start your journey, how you'll see first. Without starting learning the technology, you should understand that how this technology will help it. Simple terms, right? You join a BTech college, what do you search? Do I have to go for my CSC? Do I have to go for my civil, or do I want to go from things? But do you know what is there in the subject? You don't know what is there inside a subject, right? You know that this is computer's background, but inside that, what topics you're going to, you don't know. You don't know, right? So the same thing, when you start your journey. Okay, when you start your journey, you have to understand what, how this journey will help me in my next 20 30 years of career. It's not that today you learn this course for 3 months or 2 months, and then after 2 years you work and then start learning new course. No, it's not that. Like, this should be some like 20 30 years your course should be along with you, the technology should be. Okay, okay, fine. Now, DevOps overview. Okay, DevOps overview. Okay, so we'll be having an agenda called DevOps overview. Okay, cloud computing. Okay, this would be an agenda. Then AWS cloud engineering, industries using DevOps. This is most important for you. Okay, now you should understand that it is not just a software industry using your DevOps and AWS. If only software is using, bulk of people are coming out of this colleges. People, okay, a lot of students are coming out of colleges. Now how many already college students are coming, freshers are coming, experienced people are going for DevOps? Then how this job will help me? So there's a lot of market for DevOps. It's not in software. not only in software but multiple locations. Where it is, I'll tell you. Then how do you accelerate your career in DevOps in AWS? Okay, how do you accelerate your career in AWS DevOps? So okay, so who is dev, who is ops? Okay, so before I go to this DevOps part, okay, I would like to clear few of the doubts. Okay, just before we know that has some doubts, right? What is going to happen with us when we learn this DevOps, right? So very first thing, guys, okay, wherever you feel, okay, I'll give you 15 minutes of time. Okay, after this small intro, we can have a question and answer on that. Okay, let me go to my PPT. Yes, here it is. Okay, time and patience. Okay, time and patience. So time and patience. Okay, time and patience. Okay, very first is time and patience. When you're entering the world of IT, remember, there's a lot of money, there's a lot of money, lot of salaries is there. Okay, here if you see, a fresher in a product based company is getting 14 lakhs Indian, that is Indian currency I'm speaking. If someone is from US, just understand how much the salary would be, right? In UK the salary is around, almost around 6 lakhs per month. If you convert to Indian currency, it is 6 lakhs. Okay, in Indian currency if you convert, that would be minimum 1.5, minimum 1.5 he'll get in hand, 1.5. Okay, 1.2, 1.3, 1.5, depends upon uh, the company's policies, right? So that is what. So very first, time and patience is important. Basics of Linux and shell scripting, don't worry this. As in a software world, when you're launching a real-time application like your uh, if you have a amazon.com, mintra.com, your flipkart, this is a e-commerce website, right? Likewise, any website you take, any website you take today, it requires a secure platform. That platform is provided by a your Linux is an operating system which will provide you a secure platform. So that is required. Today's world is demanding a security. That's the reason we're going with Linux. Okay, and shell scripting, this is a little bit of automation. It is not a coding, it's not a coding, it's simply a scripting. Scripting means when you run the manual command, 10 manual commands, and keep that manual commands in a file, that forms a shell scripting. That forms your shell scripting, right? And then anybody who is passionate to kickstart their career as a DevOps engineer is can attend this program. And don't worry about these basics. We are here to help you. That is there as part of syllabus. I'll walk you through the syllabus just before. Okay, give me some 5 minutes of time. I'll walk you through. Okay, then anyone is passionate can start it. There's no restriction because there is no hard prerequisite that you require this knowledge, you require this knowledge, and you require this background of education. You require only BTech. No, if even the people who have done MBBS are doing a DevOps engineer job, people who have done MBA, they are doing the DevOps engineer job. People who have done BBA, they are doing. People who have done BCom are doing. The people who have, okay, people, lot of people have come to us, they have done their BCom, BSc, someone has done a different course, someone has done diploma. Okay, all these people have done their courses, they're working right. Okay, they're working right now. Okay, and people also, the ladies who take a lot of gap after their marriages, or who didn't start their career in the beginning, now to start, they also start this one. Okay, there's no issue with this because it's a scratch tool. We are learning from the scratch. There's nothing like you're bringing something as a prerequisite and then you're learning everything from the scratch, guys. You're learning from the very basic till the advanced level. Okay, then programming knowledge is not mandatory, it's not at all required, not at all required. Okay, no programming at all. We are not going to touch any programming. We are not developers, we are not coders, we are called automators. We will automate these things. We will work on the DevOps tools, we work on the AWS infrastructure, but we are not going to touch any coding. No Java coding, no C++, okay, no Python coding, nothing. We're not going to write any kind of a coding. Okay, then graduates, undergraduates, backend developers, web developers, non-IT background, also the freshers. Who are the freshers? Even they can attend this. Okay, market is there for them as well. Okay, market is them for as well. Don't think only experienced people have. No, that is wrong assumption, right? Go and search in the internet, a lot of openings are there for the freshers as well. Okay, a lot of internships are applied for the freshers. Okay, moving on. Then this would be a course outline. This is how we start a course: module 1, module 2, module 3, module 5. In the module 1 we'll have a complete introduction to the DevOps world, because it's a new tool for you, it's a new technology for you. You should understand the proper definitions, the proper terminologies, all these things, so that when you join a company, it would be very easy for you to understand the things what people are speaking, how the process works. And also this will help you in the managers round, because managers, most of the managers won't be technical people. In that, non-technical people will ask you about the process, how this process works, how this DevOps, what is the definition of DevOps, what is your understanding of DevOps, what do you think DevOps, okay, things will work, how things will work in DevOps. So certain things will come as part of interview as well. So that is where we are putting some effort, because our end goal is you guys should crack an interview. It's not just teaching a course. If just a teaching a course, it is not enough, because student who completes their course, we want a lot of people. Okay, recently 2 3 people got job. Okay, they themselves have tracked the job, no other third party things required here. You can go, because today we will help you, tomorrow what will happen? After 2 years you jump one more company, who will help you again? Will you go and walk some other place? No, right? So make a habit now, guys. Okay, make a habit, put the effort. We are here to help you about the interview questions, about the interview process, how to crack the interview. That also will speak after this slide. Then moving on, we have a Linux administration. It's not basics, we have kept advanced, because today's world, this will add your weightage to your profile. Okay, because your profile should shortlist in your Naukri, your LinkedIn, all these places, right? So more weightage, and also it is helpful in your troubleshooting. So we are learning in troubleshooting, automating, it will help you. Moving on to a DevOps tools, we have 15 plus DevOps tools which you are covering here. Then AWS cloud engineering. Then we have your interview guidance, most important thing. Okay, a lot of people ask us this one: how do I start my career, how do I, okay, how do I apply for a job? So that everything is covered. And these are 15 plus tools. Again, they have monitoring stack. Again, there are four tools here which is available. And we have good amount of AWS content which I've kept, right? Every tool is in-depthly teach. It's not that just a basic. Every tool is in-depthly taught with their automation. Okay, moving on. And we'll be giving you 6 projects. It's not that project is done in the end and you have all these things, right? No, we'll give you 6 projects. And these 6 projects, okay, 6 projects which will give you, it will be done as soon as the 5 tools. First, there are first by 5 mandatory tools, we learn that one, then we'll start your automation. Then again one tool will attach to the pipeline, and we'll make sure till the course complete you have 3 4 projects in hand, where you have done a good amount of work. Okay, good amount of work. So because project is not that you complete a course, sit for 3 days 4 days and complete everything. No, it is a journey where you start learning. After you learn a tool, implement that knowledge in the project. Implement the knowledge in the project, then you'll get a lot of confidence. Okay, confidence, you'll gain it. Okay, otherwise there'll be a fear that something I'm missing, something I'm missing, something I'm missing. Okay, something I'm missing. Okay, okay, something I'm missing. Fine. Okay, this is about your course outline. This is about your, fine. Okay, any questions, guys? I'll give you some 10 minutes of time. Any questions so far in this? Okay, any questions in so far in this? Any doubt, any question? Any questions in this one? Okay, any questions, any doubt, guys? Okay, I'll come back to the DevOps part. Any questions so far? Any queries, any doubts?
Nothing.
Hello. Hi, sir. This is Swati.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, someone is asking questions. Swati, right?
Yes. So actually, like, if it is DevOps with AWS, what particularly, like, what are all the tools which will cover? Like, does that mean like S3, AWS Redshift, like all those components? I'm a student, so Hello.
Hey, sorry, I was mute. So yeah, I will show you the course content. So the AWS content, the components, the topics, everything is covered here. Okay. So let me
Okay.
walk you through that so that it will be more clear for you. So we'll be starting your introduction to DevOps world first. Okay. All the tools, overview, everything will understand all the process because that is more important because first you have to understand the what is the use of this tool, and then we'll start your operating system knowledge, the basic knowledge. We'll start your basic knowledge, and once this is done, okay, this operating system will start your basics, then we'll move into advanced because advanced is also important for us. Okay, all the shell scripting part will cover your automation techniques and everything. Once that is done, we'll move into your DevOps world. We'll start your DevOps because the base is DevOps. Okay, AWS is just an infrastructure, so base is the DevOps. We'll start your scratch from DevOps because any company you go, there are 5 tools which are mandatory: your Git, your Maven, okay, your Nexus, your SonarCube, your Jenkins. This is mandatory tools. This is the pillars of DevOps. Okay, this is mandatory required for a company. So very in depth we'll cover this part. Moving on, we have advanced tools like Ansible. We'll be covering Ansible very in depth. Okay, each and everything is kept here with the in depth of your concepts. And then moving on to your Tomcat for your application deployment, how you deploy your application, create and deploy application. Then your Docker Kubernetes, which is very trending now. Okay, so people are asking a lot of questions on Docker and Kubernetes in the interview, and people are moving to Docker and Kubernetes. Okay, that is also available, right? Then you have your real-time project. Okay, this is already covered. We'll be giving you 6 projects, not single. I'll give you 6 projects. Do the 6 projects. And then you have your cloud engineering, where you're a lot of components with a scratch. People who doesn't know about anything about cloud, each and everything is covered here with the introduction part, with the theoretical plus practical, so that knowledge is covered. Because no one will ask you to do a practical in the interview. It's just a 45 minutes of the interview where a lot of theoretical things will be asked, so you should have that content as well with you along with the practical. So your networking, your compute, how to create a machine, how to attach a disk, your network security. Okay, network security, your AMIs, how to create your own images, your load balancers, your disk management, how do you attach a disk, take a snapshots, how do you format the disk, Linux admin task, then your snapshots creation, your how do you create users, how do you manage your roles, policies, your storage, okay, your S3 buckets, auto scaling, route 50. All this is covered with a proper diagram. We don't use PPTs. Again, I'm saying we are not going to use any PPT for teaching. The way we teach is completely in the diagrams. The way we teach is in the form of diagrams. We teach you complete architectures. It's not that simply creating a tool, clicking the button is not the end goal. First, we design your architecture. Based on this designing of the architecture, I'll teach you how to implement this architecture. That is important. Tomorrow, there'll be a change in the architecture of your company. You should know how to design the architecture, how to implement this architecture. That is important. It's not that just in Google, if you search something in YouTube, you get a videos, people say create this button, click this. No, first you design your work, then you implement it. That will give you a real-time knowledge, right? So same way, any diagram we draw, we implement everything. Okay, this diagrams, I believe it's gone. Okay, see, anything you draw, we draw, teach you individually, plus implementing that. Your load balancer, it can be a route 53, it can be a buckets, lot of diagrams. We draw a lot of diagrams, we explain the whiteboard. There's no PPT concept. I don't touch PPT. I write the notes in the notepad. I'll give you the notepad as well. Okay, and then the bonus topics. Okay, Terraform, already we have kept a lot of content here. Again, we are giving because wherever a market is demanding, we are adding one tool. Every, if you see our previous batches as well, there were little bit tools. Then every batch we're adding one tool as per the market demanding. The tools are adding, right? Course has been increasing. So Terraform, okay, we'll be learning Terraform in depth. We'll be doing automation of your infrastructure, then the monitoring tools. Then finally I'll give you the interview preparation, how to prepare your resume, how a fresher should prepare, how a experienced should prepare, how a person who is non-technical, how he will convert to technical without any third-party activities. Very purely, whatever you have with you, I'll convert your experience into non-technical experience into technical. Okay, and you'll go with the same experience. No half of experience, no 50% non-technical, no 50% technical. Everything is 100% technical. How to move with confidence, I'll tell you. Okay, that is possible. We have seen 15 plus of your guys, 15 plus years of experience guy who has never worked in DevOps domain. He converted his experience into 15 years. No documentation, nothing. Same documentation, only your resume should be effective. If your resume is effective, If you're able to speak in the interview, you definitely get the job, guys. Definitely get the job. If your resume is effective, if your resume is effective, your complete non-IT can convert it to. And your people who are fresher, I can fill your resume with complete DevOps experience. Okay, I'll convert your just knowledge into experience without no keeping zero experience, but I'll keep you. I'll send you as an experienced guy. Okay, then your interview real time scenarios, interview questions will be given. Your self introduction preparation, most important, guys. We reject people here only. Just 10, the first 10 minutes of the interview is very critical. Remember, the first 10 minutes of the interview is where your capability is checked, where your maturity is checked, where your knowledge is checked, how much you're speaking about technical. No one is interested in about yourself, your family, about your hobbies. Everyone is interested about your technical expertise. So how do you speak there? How do you put your weightage? Because that 10 minutes, if it is going perfectly fine, next 20 minutes of interview will be good. Otherwise the next 20 minutes is just a formality, so that you guys should never feel bad. That's only the reason we take the next 20 minutes. Then the technical rounds, how do you speak in an answer? You don't know. I see a lot of people give one line answer and then stop their word. No, it is not like that. When you write a 10 marks answer in the interview, in your exam, how do you write it? You give one, you write some definition, one example, okay, then you give why, advantage, disadvantage, right? Same way this is also the same stuff, only simple trick is required. People miss that trick. People say a simple definition they'll give, they'll stop it. No, you should control the interviewer. Remember, interviewer should not control you. You should control that person. Your answer should be that effective. When he's asking a next question, he should think about 10 times what to ask. You should, okay, your answer should be that effective. Okay, how to give an effective answer. Then HR rounds, how to negotiate salary, I'll tell you. Okay, there is some patience required here to get a good salary. How that patience is achieved, I'll tell you. Then grooming, from moving from non-technical to technical people, proper background. Then grooming behavioral mindset. This mindset is very important, guys. Change your mindset. Okay, initially I was asking you guys about introduction, no one is speaking. Why? If you don't speak, now you're going to spend 2 months of time with me in this course. If you don't speak here, when you sit in the interview, that is an unknown person, right? How you will make yourself comfortable speaking to that person? And you are sitting offline to me, we are not seeing in the cameras as well. We are speaking offline, we don't even know each other. The person you're sitting face to face to, that person you're speaking, understand that. Remove the fear, remove that fear, keep a openness, try to speak to people. The more you speak to people, the more knowledge you gain, understand. The more openness will come, the more your English will be improved. It is not improved in one day. No communication skills can improve your, no communication classes can improve your skills. It's all when you read, when you start speaking, when you interact with people, it makes a difference, guys. And then finally the most important thing, like, a lot of students, a lot of people, a lot of experienced people ask us, why don't we get these notes? Why people why institute, some of the institute says your videos are here. Okay, you can't download it, you can't get the running notes, you can't get the diagrams, you can't get the documentation. No, we are not restricted. We are here a very skilled people, will give you this everything. It's your property, you have paid your amount, take along with you. Okay, the 2 months, 2.5 months, what I'm going to spend, if it is 3 months also fine, no problem, we'll increase the course content. We'll go with the 3 months. We are not in hurry, guys. Okay, we are not in hurry. So if it is 2.5 months, fine, 2.5 months. If it is extending 3 months, we are okay with the course. We are not rushing the course. The timeline is increasing. Take 3 hours of class, 4 hours of class. No, this one. We have hardly 1.5 hour, 1.5 hour max. If 2 hours, that too, if any topic is has to be completed, because there's a continuation. That is only in rare cases. Okay, but hardly 1.5 hour. I don't cross it, because okay, body and mind should accept that, right? So this is all yours, everything will be given to you. Fine. Okay, fine. Any clarity, guys? Now any questions, any doubt? Now it's clear. Still any questions?
So, like every week we have like classes 6 days a week or 7 days a week.
Sorry.
Like the classes will be
Monday to
6 days
Saturday
a
you
week.
have classes. Monday to
Okay.
Saturday you have class. Sunday will give you off.
Okay.
Okay,
So
in
total
case
3 months
any,
duration.
yeah, not 3 months, I'll
And
keep 2.5 months duration. Half month I'll keep as a buffer, so that in
okay.
some cases some public holidays are there, in some cases due to some emergencies someone is not available, right? So in that situation, a buffer is kept, 10 days of buffer. Okay, and some people
Okay.
you have to repeat the course. Okay, so some people you have to repeat the topics, right? For that reason we keep it. Then separately again, in case you have a doubt session, we will arrange a link for you in the daytime, anytime, wherever you are available. You can connect with us in the screen sharing. Will clarify your doubts.
Okay.
Okay,
Like,
don't feel
are
it's
there
off.
any, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
go ahead. Sorry.
Like, any certifications which you would recommend for us,
I'll give
like,
you certification. I'll tell you. Okay. But
yeah.
don't go for certification for your jobs. Okay. To getting
Okay.
a job, don't do certification. Certifications has a meaning. Okay. I'll tell you why.
Oh,
How many certifications are there? Also, I'll tell you. Okay. How many
okay.
Devops is
Yeah.
providing? How many AWS is providing? I'll give you the list of that. In the slides only, I'll give you. Okay. And again, I'm
Oh,
telling we don't use slides anywhere. No PPT slides throughout the course. It is just for a demo purpose. Okay. Because demo is a short time, writing that in the notepad is very difficult, right? So that is only the reason we are using it. Otherwise we
oh.
don't touch it. Everything is whiteboard. Okay, we'll teach you whiteboard. We'll share you the notes as well. That is yours. What I'm writing you, it's yours. Okay, fine.
And like, what kind of positions which we can look forward,
Sorry,
like DevOps, like
can you speak a
after the
little bit louder? Yeah,
after the completion of this course, like what kind of positions which we can look forward, like DevOps with
I'll
AWS
tell you.
engineer
I'll
or
tell you how many positions are there. I'll tell you. That is also I'll come back because there's a list of that to explain you. I'll tell you. There are a lot of positions for a freshers and how many ways you can work, how many jobs are there based on how many tools you have jobs. That also I'll tell you. Okay.
oh, okay, okay, thank
Okay, I
you.
have noted your question. Definitely, I'll answer it. Okay, it will come
Yeah,
across it.
yeah.
Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Any more doubts? I take that as a no, then move on. Okay. So like, okay, I'll just give you. I'll take just 5 minutes of definition. Then I'll move it to real world. Okay, because that is important. Okay, we'll speak about the real time. Okay, not about that all that theoretical and everything. We'll speak about real time because you guys should understand that are you going to get the job or not? That is the first most important question. Forget about the course. When you sit in the BTech college, 4 years you're sitting blindly in the college. You just think that I'm going to learn computers, but what are you going to learn? Have you ever thought? Have you ever thought, will I get a job? No, right? You're sitting blindly 4 years. Now, this is just okay, just a matter of 2 months. But understand that journey is very important, guys. How do you start the journey? It's not like that today you start DevOps in the middle of the course, you go and see, no, this is not fitting for me. That should not be the case, right? Any technology, it's not this one. Learn any technology. There's a proper proper roadmap. Okay, proper roadmap. Understand that. Will I get a job? Will I get that much salary what I'm expecting? Will my job be stable for next
Yeah,
30,
yeah.
20 years? It's not that, right? 2 years you're learning a technology, next year it is changing. No, don't do that one. I'll come back to that questions also. Okay, give me some 5 minutes of time, just 5 minutes. Okay, basic thing I'll route it, then I'll move it to real time. Okay, I'll move it to real time. I'll walk you through all the application which is your real time and where DevOps is used. I'll tell you how much salary you're getting, how many jobs opening you have, where you have to apply the jobs. I'll tell you. Okay, just give me 5 minutes of time. Okay, fine. Moving on. Because if we don't tell about DevOps definition and we start something, it's not good, right? So just for making you understand what is the definition, and then I'll move into the real time. Okay, what is this DevOps? DevOps. Why is this capital game? Do we write a letters like this? We don't write, right? Anywhere we don't write a word like this. Anywhere we write start either with capital letter and then with small letter. In between one capital small, we don't write it, right? Then why we people have kept it? The dev stands for developer. Ops stands for operational people. Developer are like your Java developers, backend developers, front end developers. All these are developers who are writing the coding. And this operation people are called your DevOps engineers, your cloud engineers, your Linux admins, your okay, all these admins. Okay, you all these admins are called your operation people. We are called operation people. They are called developers. Okay, their work is separate. Our work is separate. We are called automators. They are called coders. We have given a new name called automators in the industry. Okay, what is this DevOps now? We understood dev stands for developer, ops stands for operation, like a DevOps engineer. What is this DevOps? This DevOps is a practice, guys. It's a practice, it's a process, it's a culture of operation and development team, engineering partnering together in the entire life cycle from the design to the development. What does it mean? Simple term, right? You want to build a product. You want to build a product. Take an example. Your website, you want to build it. So how do you build a website? You have to do a planning. You have to do the designing. You have to test that website. You have to do all the deployment parts. You have to do all the monitoring, all the feedback from the customers. So you require proper life cycle, right? That means a proper life cycle is required, where you start gathering the requirement, planning, designing. Okay, all these things are required. So only if you have a proper planning and you proceed with the planning till the website is going in the live, then only the website is successful, right? Any product, simply your mobile phone, simply if they design a mobile phone and where it is not working, after you buy some buttons are not working, will you accept it? There should be a quality of product, right? That's the reason this DevOps came into market, which is bringing a process, okay, of development and operation working together. That means developer and we will work together. We will not do coding again. We are work is separate, their work is separate, but we'll work together to build a quality product, a quality website, a quality software, right from designing till the it goes in the live in the market. So there is where the DevOps process came into picture. Okay, and now you may thinking this guy is saying why it is DevOps is a process, it's a technology, right? Actually, DevOps came, when did DevOps came, 1915, 1915. Have you ever thought it came that long, but people recognize it now? Why? Because it was came with the Toyota production system. 1915 it came. Okay, that time the people are facing a lot of issue in the car manufacturing. From there it came. Then it moved to software. Now it is booming in the market. People are running behind this. Okay, crazy people are crazy running because a lot of salaries are coming. Okay, why? I'll tell you why we are getting salaries also. So this is a simple definition. DevOps is a process or a practice or a culture of these two people working together to build a quality product, using the entire life cycle. What is life cycle? Your planning, your designing, your development, your testing, your deploying that. Okay, your monitoring, your feedback. Okay, your improvement. This is your life cycle. Okay, fine. Moving on, who is a DevOps engineer, guys? DevOps engineer is an IT professional. No more support people, no more support job. We are IT professional. The salaries have been changed, guys. Salaries have been changed. Now fresher is getting minimum for service based companies 8 lakhs to 6 lakhs. A fresher is getting, previously it was 3.7 lakhs package, 2.8, 2.2. No, this is minimum 6 to 8 lakhs is a service based company. Product based companies are giving 12 lakhs. That's why I'm saying IT professional. No more contract jobs, no contract jobs. Everything is a permanent job. Okay, who works with software developers, system operators, other production code releases. That means we are responsible for maintaining the website, guys. We're not building a website. With the help of DevOps tools, we are maintaining the website. Okay, and then DevOps should have a hard and soft skills to communicate. Basic thing is basic English. We require a hi-fi English, a basic English, because when you join a company, along with a lot of different states people are sitting, we interact with different country people, so we require a basic communication skills. Okay, that's it. And DevOps engineer will work with the development team, because we are technical people, right? We are not dealing with the customers or something. That is HR people will deal with customers. They require hi-fi. Okay, we require expert level of English. We require a basic English. That is because just for communications. So whatever you are speaking, if that is understandable, that is more than enough. Okay, and then developers engineers will work with development team to tackle the coding. Coding, in a sense, we are managing the websites. Okay, not coding. We're not doing coding, and scripting needed to connect the elements. We are doing little bit of scripting automation. What are the manual commands you're running? Put in one file. That is a shell script called .sh, trigger it. Then you have Ansible automation, then you have Terraform automation. Okay, that is not a coding, it's a scripting. One skeleton is there, you have to fill the skeleton and trigger it. Okay, it's very easy to learn. Okay, now roles and responsibilities and skills of roles and responsibilities and skills of a DevOps engineer. Okay, DevOps engineer will work full time. They are responsible for the production and ongoing maintenance of a software application platform. Okay, DevOps engineer works full time. They don't work. Okay, they're responsible for the production and ongoing maintenance. So we are responsible for a application maintenance or website maintenance, but we are not doing a manual maintenance. It is done by a DevOps tools. You just need to learn, and tools will take care of it. Okay, DevOps engineer should have a strong skills of CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous deployment. We'll speak about it. Okay, that are some tools. And then DevOps engineer should have any one of the cloud, AWS, GCP, Azure. But AWS is most leading in the market. GCP, Azure now slowly coming. GCP and Azure has a lot of issues with the services. That's why companies are not using that much, but now slowly it will increase. It is also booming, but it will take some time. But most leading is the AWS in the market. Then able to perform system troubleshooting and problem solving skills. Okay, little bit of troubleshooting that we have covered. By every behind every tool there's a troubleshooting steps. Behind every tool we'll be teaching you troubleshooting steps, how to troubleshoot that Behind every tool, it is there. Behind every tool, we will be teaching you troubleshooting steps. Okay, that is there behind every tool. And then moving on, when my slide went here, right? Then manage all the cloud infra, your cloud operations, your own data center, your VM creations, everything is covered as part of syllabus. We'll be covering this one. And then analyze, design, enable automation. Automation also, I'll teach you how to do automation, how to do your full end-to-end automation. We have 6 projects, right? In the 6 project, we'll be covering automation. And then DevOps engineer should have a soft and problem and quick solution. Little bit of soft skills along with problem solving. That we are going to learn in troubleshooting, so no need to worry. Okay, I'll stop it here. Now let's cover. This is your life cycle, guys. Contains planning, contains code and build, contains integration, contains testing, deployment. Okay, all these things. Okay, this is your life cycle. Fine. We'll forget about that waterfall, everything. We'll come back to it. Now come back. Let's speak about real time now. Okay. Now you got a little bit of idea of DevOps engineer and everything. Now, which all industries your DevOps is used? It's not one industry, guys. Not software, automobile. Why? Your cars are sold online today. Early in the morning, you get up, guys. You woke up in the morning, right? What do you see? Instagram, your WhatsApp, you see your Facebook, your Snapchat. Now, where do you think your Instagram reels are stored? So many reels are, is it stored in your phone? Have you ever thought these many reels are coming, right? You're scrolling, it is coming on, the reels are coming on, so many videos are coming on. Where are the videos stored? That is stored in your AWS, guys. The cloud, it is stored. That's the reason your phone is handling, otherwise your phone cannot handle, right? Then how do you think Instagram is 24 by 7 now? It is never going down. Your app is opening every time because your DevOps tool is sitting behind it. Your WhatsApp, how many messages, your group messages, everything you store, it is stored in your phone. Image, everything, not possible, guys. Lot of things are there behind WhatsApp, which is not possible. Your Facebook, do you think all the Facebook application is on your phone? That is just a small app, but actual cloud is stored here. Cloud data is here, application is 24 by 7 because of this. Everything you're using, your LinkedIn, simple, right? Today you go, your vegetables are coming online. You have a big basket. Website is there, app is there. You have a milk basket, app is there, milk is coming online, vegetables are coming online. Okay, clothes are coming online, electric. Now understand, every industry is moving to digital. So now how many jobs you'll have in a DevOps? Every tool is using DevOps. It's not I'm saying, I'll tell you, I give you the proof as well. You go and search. I'll give you a time for one day. You search and come back. See, companies using DevOps tool. If the companies are not using DevOps tool, how will get a job? How will get a job? Okay, how will get a job? So understand this one, right? Companies using DevOps tools. So how many companies are using? Okay, Netflix, biggest company. You see Netflix, right? Do you think YouTube is open in your phone? Open this YouTube. Is this YouTube open in my laptop? Is it all the videos are stored here? Video is 11 GB, 22 GB. Is it possible for me to store all these things? Highly impossible, right? Highly impossible. These many videos, people, I create my own account, I put my videos. So a lot of things are there, right? How it is possible to store? Your phone will get hung, right? You come. So understand that everything is online, guys. Everything is online. Okay, 70% of organization is on DevOps only. Okay, complete company. Google is using, Facebook is using, Amazon is using. Everywhere DevOps tool is used. If DevOps is not used, companies are not using DevOps tools, how will get a job? Understand that first thing. So any technology you choose, if the company are using it, only then go it. Otherwise job will not be there, right? People are learning technology but there's no job. Why? Reason, you didn't do a research. There's a roadmap. That's why I'm telling. Understand that how many companies you're using. Only then you'll get it. Only then you'll get this one, right? It's not one industry, guys. It's not one industry. It's your complete industries. Your automobile today, car is sold online. You can sell your car. You can buy a spare parts online. You can book a car online. Website is there. They're displaying the cars there. So website is required. That means DevOps tool is required to maintain the website. AWS is required for storing the customer data, required. Insurance, today you see, put your insurance in Google, just put the best insurance in the company. How many insurance will come? All the HDFCs, everything will come. So how many websites are there? Best insurance, you just put best insurance companies India. Lot more companies, it's put in US, everywhere worldwide. These many websites are there for only for insurance. Then how many jobs will you have insurance? Every department has a DevOps engineer job. Just search it. Netflix, your this company has a DevOps engineer job. So search everywhere how many jobs, how many companies are giving. Your insurance department, your credit card department, loan department, everything is online today. banking, internet banking, SBI, HDFC, ICI, everything you're doing transaction online, website has to be maintained. Who will maintain? DevOps engineer with the help of DevOps tools. Where the data is stored? AWS cloud. Social media, biggest gain trend, biggest website gain is, okay, biggest online gained it is where you have complete social media websites, everything is online 24 by 7 demand. Just 10 seconds, if your Instagram goes down, a lot of tickets are raised on Instagram. Why people? Because people are earning money, guys, from the Instagram. When you put your photo and there are like 1 million, 50 million, or like 50K people putting a likes, you get money, right? So people are worried because it's a business now. It's a business, not just a social media, it's a business. YouTube, you get number of likes, you get money. Okay, everything is a business now. Then health services, everything is online today. Your reports are downloaded online. Your reports, Vijaya Diagnostics in India, if you are in Hyderabad, you can download it. If you have any hospitals, yeah, they are giving username, password, download the reports. No more printouts, kind of everything is online. Then you have electrical, every electrical come online. Your TV can buy online, everything is online. Where are the website maintained? We people required to maintain website, right? Who will maintain? DevOps engineer. Where is the data stored? Cloud. Okay. Education, everything is online. US people use education online. E-commerce, Amazon, biggest example of your Amazon, right? Amazon, everything. Who will maintain this website? DevOps engineer. So understand that the DevOps tools are very powerful. So if these industries are not using, how you'll get so many jobs? Common thing, right? Understand, right? Put your common thing, understand it, right? Then your AWS thing. See how many companies are using AWS. If this McDonald's is using AWS just for storing data, so understand how many companies are using. Then go for it, guys. It's not that don't search a course where you don't have a job. Only search which internet is giving. Don't believe people. Okay, people will manipulate it. Don't go for people. That's why I'm showing you. I'm showing you proof. This is the proof where you'll get. Understand how many companies. Microsoft itself is using. Microsoft is having Azure. Still, Microsoft people are using a AWS. Why? Because it's most powerful, right? Biggest customers. Okay, in United States, and say banks using AWS. Okay, multiple things. How much Netflix is spending? 9.6 billion in per month in 2019. Okay, 27 billion. Okay, understand how much it is spending, how much amount it is spending, right? So if companies are not using, you'll not get a jobs. Now see your jobs, salaries of DevOps engineer. How many jobs you have? This is average salary now. Today's world average salary is this much. Okay, average salary. That is a, okay, average salary. Now this is all the 2023. Go for 2023. Search any website, open any website. Okay, only open any website and understand that how much salaries you're getting. How much salaries you're getting. Okay, today the salary is high. Okay, don't go in this figure. There's 80 lakh salary, 27 lakh salary, 90 lakh salary. Lot of salaries are getting. People there are earning 54 lakh salaries as well. Okay, 10 years experience, 12 years experience. Lot of people are making a lot of money. Why? Because why there's a demand for this? Why for the demand for this? Why not for a Java engineer? They're giving this much salary. Why only for us? Because development is only in the beginning. When you build a website, development is done only in the beginning. After that, it's just a support. Development job will become support. But this DevOps engineer job is based on population. Why I'm saying again? Now understand that every person who is educated and uneducated, he'll use social media. Who is educated, okay, your 3 years child who doesn't eat food, YouTube, you'll show his YouTube and you'll ask him to eat the food. The next 30 years you'll use YouTube. He will create the reels. After 4 5 years he'll start creating reels, putting photos, creating his account, chatting with his friends. Next 30 years he'll use it. So understand demand, guys. As soon as the population is growing, the DevOps engineer jobs will grow. Why? Because population is growing. Every population people will use your social media. Every population people will use your healthcare. Every population will use your e-commerce website. Everyone is using. Common, right? Today everyone is addicted. No one wants to go to market. Everything is coming online with discount. That means how many websites? Your GeoMart, your biggest DMart in India, we have a DMart, right? That is going online. Understand how many customers go to DMart, how many customers will use it. Population is using it, guys. So understand our job is depend upon the population, and population is never going to reduce. Population is never going to reduce. It is going to increase. It is going to double only, but it's not going to reduce. So that means how much population grows, that means jobs you have. So understand the market. I'm not saying this is for your understanding. Okay, it's don't go. I can give you in the slide this information, but it will be a fake information, right? It will be like someone is doing a marketing. See, 6 days ago, 21 days ago. So a lot of openings are there, guys. Understand, right? demand for a job, demand for search for walk-ins in Hyderabad, search for walk-ins in US, multiple jobs are there. Okay, search everywhere, lot of things are there, lot of things are demanding for you. Okay, only thing you guys have to search it, only guys you have to search it. Fine. Okay, let's move on. Okay, clear till here? Now you understand how much demand is there for DevOps. At least 1%. I don't want 100%, guys. I want 1%. Is 1% clear? I don't want 100%. 1% clear. If 1% is clear, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. So fine. 1% if you clear design, because the journey should be smooth. If the start is wrong, journey will end somewhere else. Okay, journey will somewhere else. So do not do a bad start, start a good start. Research, you research. Instead of I am giving this in online on Reddit, I'm searching online on Reddit. Search everywhere, go to LinkedIn, go to your Naukris, put DevOps engineer openings. Otherwise what will happen, you learn the course and when you put the opening, the openings are not there. What is the use of learning the course? So understand, anyone what they'll do, give a demo, definitely they'll tell you about what are the tools, how the tools will work. They'll show you one Jenkins demo. No, that is not a demo, right? Demo is where awareness for you to open a mind, for you to understand, am I going in the right path? Will I have a good future? Will I get 10, 20 years job? Now there's a clarity, right? This my industries are using, at least my job will be there for next 20 years. Guarantee job is there for 20 years. I will survive in the industry because population is growing, population is using this. If only software companies are using, hardly there are how many companies, hardly companies will be there, software companies, and already people are working. Where you'll get a job? No, right? Because everywhere industry should use your technology, only then you'll get a jobs. Because end goal is what? Job only. We're not doing anything, it's not exam, right? Just we learn something and write the exam, get a good marks and pass. No, right? That is not the fact. Fact is end goal is job. Concentrate on the job, guys. Rest everything is what course you will learn. However, because you have learned 4 years BTech, 3 years MBA, 3 years your degree, then definitely 3 years you're spending time there. 2 months you can't spend here, you can spend it, not a big deal. You'll learn it. Okay, going with the flow, you'll learn it. Only thing, have a patience. Okay, patience will give you a fruitful result. Okay, that is what I see. Okay, fine. Okay, now at least 1%, guys. At least you got 1%, not 100%. Now I'll tell you. Okay, we'll go to the career accelerator later. I'll take you to your end to end your work, how the work looks, how the end to end work looks, what all tools we're going to cover. Everything will cover in one single diagram, end to end stuff. Okay, and before that 5 minutes I'll give you for you, if any, so that I can have a sip of water and you guys can ask me a question. After 5 10 minutes I'll open a question. Now 1% you got it. I don't require 100%. 100% I don't require it. I want 1%. If you understood where DevOps is used, every day morning you using your apps, right? That is running with DevOps only. Now understand how many people are using. Even the person who is in the village, he'll be using your Instagram, he'll be using a YouTube, he'll be using a WhatsApp. Today, lot of WhatsApp groups are created, lot of people are doing, right? So understand that if the population is using, you have a life. That means you have a good career life where you can grow as much as you can. Development job, your see, there's a flexibility also. I'll tell you about this flexibility. How much these tools? You are thinking 15 plus tools. How well learn? No, all 15 tools will not come in the industry. Some companies use some tools, some companies have some tools, and there is a benefit of that learning. How the benefit is, I'll tell you. For a Java, if you go for a Java, definitely you have to learn core Java, advanced Java, your Hibernate, Spring Boots, everything you have to learn. That is a one package. But here it is not like that, it's a little bit different. Okay, there are a lot of benefit out of this learning. That's the reason people are going, right? Why people are going behind this? Because it's very easy to learn, very easy to implement. Okay, fine. Any clarity, any doubt, guys? Any questions? Any questions, any doubt? Meanwhile, let me open a diagram. Feel free, guys. If you don't ask a question, how things will work, right? If you ask any question, it's relevant, not relevant, it's fine. Ask for, okay, ask. But don't ask about the course fees, the timings, and everything that institute will give you, because that is provided by them. Ask me about the subject, ask me about your career, I'll tell you. Okay, I'll tell you about that, but don't ask me about those things. That institute people will give you clear information. They'll call you, you have a doubts. Okay, and there's clearly, okay, clearly this demo, reason for demo, I don't teach anything in the demo. Okay, don't expect that one. I will make you sure that your journey is correct, because teaching you learn anywhere, you learn in the YouTube also, you'll get it. But if you don't start the journey in a proper order, it is wasted. Somewhere it will break it, guys. Somewhere it will break it. That break should not happen. It should be smooth. Journey should be smooth. When you start a journey, you should reach your goal. You should get a job. You should get a good salary also. And next 20 years you should survive in the industry. It's not that one time you get a salary of some basic salary and you're stuck there only. No, I'll teach you to grow next level as well. How to, after 2 years, how do you jump a company? How do you update your resume there? How do you put your effort? No need to go to institute again here and there. One time you learn, put your effort. It's not that every 2 years you go to institute before changing a job. No, one time investment. It's a one time investment. Put your education is not done again, right? Again you'll not earn 15 years of education again, right? It is just one time. Same way the course is also learned one time. Okay, understand that thing, fine. No, come back. I hope no questions, things are clear. Okay, now let's take an example, right? I'll give you one example. Okay, take an example. Let's suppose there's a company called, we are working for a company. Okay, let's suppose this is the biggest company called TCS. Okay, we'll take an example. Biggest company called TCS, service based company. You're working for it. Okay, now this company clients, a lot of clients are there for this company. One of the client is your Mintra. One of the client is your, okay, Mintra. Client is Mintra. Okay, Mintra is one e-commerce website. So Mintra signs a contract. Mintra says, I want to sign a contract with TCS saying that, okay, I need a website maintenance. Website maintenance is everything end to end. Website creation plus maintenance, everything is required. Okay, maintenance. Okay, and AWS infrastructure. AWS infrastructure support. Okay, it requires AWS infrastructure support. Complete support it requires from them. Okay, now they have required. This is a requirement for these people. Now what these people did? Okay, so AWS and sorry, this pieces and Mintra had a contract. Now basically, now very first important things. Will you gather the details from this client? No. So you require what? Certain MBA professional. That means first you have to understand what different teams in a company. What are different teams? There are four important teams, guys. Very first is a business team, because these people, business team, or you say project, okay, project team. So this is a business team or project team, which are called your project managers. Project managers. These are called your project managers. Okay, okay, business or project managers. These are called project managers, and these project managers, what they do is this project, or you can say instead of project you say product managers, better, it will be much. No, so product, there are two teams, but they're let it put product managers. So product managers or project managers, so these people are responsible for what? They are responsible for gathering requirements from gathering requirements from client. Okay, you're going to gather requirement of client. What if you're building an e-commerce website? Then gather requirement like what is the website design you require. Okay, what is the features in the website you require. Okay, what features you want, login feature, logout feature, you want all these features, multiple features are there, right? All these features, what features you require. Then what is the cost, what is the budget of this. Okay, because end of the day company has to earn profit. Then what is the infrastructure you're using, AWS, or you want some other infrastructure. All this infrastructure will ask it. Okay, then ask this, what type of DevOps tools you require. Okay, because people will be concerned about their budget, right? So DevOps tools, etc. things they'll ask it, right? What level of testing you require? What level of testing? Okay, testing is required. Okay, testing, etc. things they'll ask it. All this work they will ask it. Okay, that is their work. Okay, second team comes into picture, because these people are MBA professionals. They know how to deal, how to contract with the these people. Right? They don't know the deal. Second one, second team comes your development team. Okay, development team. So this development team, who are these development? These are called as developers. And in this developer, there are three developers. Okay, three developers. One is backend developer who writes the Java. There is a front end developers who build the front end application, your website application. And then there is a DB person. This is also developer who write the queries. Okay, write the queries. Okay, database people. Okay, write the queries. So three people are there. Okay, database in the programming level, how he integrates your database. Then these people responsible for, right, okay, developing the code. Okay, developing the code, these people are developing the codes. Okay, developing the code, writing the code, they are responsible for coding part. Okay, developing coding part, they are where the work is developing the code and build. Okay, developing the code and writing code for website. And then the third team comes your operational team. Here is where we fit, your DevOps engineers. DevOps engineers. Okay, engineers. Previously, it was like people were calling us DevOps engineer separate and cloud separate. Okay, they were calling us AWS engineer. The people will open the requirement, but nowadays, what is happening? People require, or they say cloud engineer. Okay, etc. things they call it. But actually, any DevOps engineer requires a AWS mechanism. There's no kind of a cloud engineer, AWS engineer. Everything is a DevOps engineer. Now, one single word is a package for everything. Okay, we are responsible for what? Responsible for managing all DevOps tools. We are not managing website manually. We don't know how to manage it because we know only the tools. We need to worry about the DevOps tools only. And then we are responsible for infrastructure management. Infrastructure management in sense, all your AWS resources will be managed. Okay, whatever falls under your AWS will teach you and will, okay, whatever falls under DevOps scope. Okay, infrastructure management for, okay, your AWS infrastructure management. All the infrastructure, whatever you created, everything will teach you here. That is responsible for you. And one last team comes here. Okay, there's one last team which comes here. Fourth team is your, okay, your testing. Okay, where we call it as QA. Okay, QA team. So it is a QA team where we say quality assurance team. This QA stands for quality assurance. Okay, quality assurance, quality assurance team. Okay, quality assurance team, or we say quality assurance engineers. Okay, quality engineers or testers, they're called testers. Okay, testers. Okay, engineers or testers. Right? Testers. Now, what these people will do? These people will be doing your, okay, font is gone again. Functional testing. Okay, I'll increase the font just a moment. Functional testing. Okay, then your load testing and performance testing. They'll be doing some these testings on the websites. On the website. Why? Simple term, right? Simple thing. If you don't do the functional testing, if you don't do the functional testing, how do you mean the functionality of the website? That means how the website is working. Okay, if you open your website, okay, let's suppose I open, will it open or not? Okay, they'll work on the functionality. They work on the functionality, how this functionality works. Okay, it's very slow. So whether this back button is working, whether this studio button is working, whether this beauty button is working, each and every bucket they'll button, it will verify each and every page it is opening. Are they able to make a are this customer able to make a payment? Customer is able to make a payment. All these things has to be verified by this QA folks. All these things has to be verified by QA folks. Otherwise, what will happen? If let's suppose some customers were trying to make a payment, some customers was trying to make a payment, and suddenly what happened? The button was not working. Or let's suppose while writing the code, what they did, your credit card will contain 16 digits, and while making a payment, it was accepting only 15 digits. How will I enter my 16 digits? Not possible. Then I can't make a payment. Who will get a loss? Company will get a loss. Load testing. When you have a sale day as Amazon, sale day in Amazon, or if big billion day, okay, your festival sales, all the sales will come in online, right? Those sales, how will you manage the load when number of people log in machine? How your machine will handle the load? That kind of a load testing these people will do. And probably performance testing. Is the website slow? Is the website responding slow? Is the button is opening slow? All these things are done by these people. So these people are responsible for this testing, quality testing. So these are the 4 teams which companies will work. Okay, 4 teams company will work. Fine. Now, who will assign? your work. Okay, who will assign your work, how the work will come. I'll just give you two more things and then we'll go for a diagram. Now we'll I'll down the diagram. Okay, then we are working in DevOps and agile methodology. Okay, what is this agile? This is a new methodology where we are working. This is a new process. Okay, new method, new development life cycle where you follow this agile methodology. Okay, agile methodology. So we'll speak about the waterfall agile when we start the course, not now, not required now. We'll speak about that when we start a course. Okay, not now. Now in this very first, when you join a company, there will be something called sprint planning call. There will be something called sprint planning call, a meeting. Here what happens is all your all the four teams, okay, all the teams will have meetings. All the teams will have meetings, discussions about the work. Before starting our discussions, meeting, suggestions will be taken from here, because this person who is gathering the requirement, this person who is gathering requirement doesn't know what is infrastructure only. He's an MBA person, right? He knows what is what, but he never don't in depth. Will it work or not? Will the features will work? Developer should tell. Will the testing is possible? Test will the infrastructure work? DevOps engineer should tell. So that's the reason the suggestion meeting is done here. And here we have a meeting, and here this product team assigns work for us. The work from assigns the work from us in the form of user stories. We'll be creating a stories kind of a point. Okay, user stories. We are tickets. We'll be having a ticketing system tool where the work will be tracked. Okay, ticketing tool will be there where your work will be tracked. So people will be giving in the form of. So your product team will assign you the work. Okay, you'll get the work, and you get the work how? Okay, you have a every 2 weeks. Okay, every 2 weeks. Okay, okay, we have meeting. In the meeting, they'll be assigning you new tickets. Meeting. Okay, new tickets are assigned. New tickets are assigned. Okay? And in case you don't close the gate, there's no restriction, guys. You can spill over or move the tickets to the next sprint. There's no hard restrictions. There's no pressure job. That's the main thing, right? DevOps doesn't have pressure job. It works in a proper method, so you don't have any pressure. Okay, even if you don't close, no issues. Next 2 weeks you can close it, and then you have a daily scrum call. You have a daily scrum call. Half an hour you'll have a meeting called team meeting. In this meeting, only your DevOps teams will interact with you. DevOps teams interaction will happen. Okay, between DevOps interaction will happen. Here we'll discuss about your doubts, queries, okay, your queries, doubts, okay, etc. things, right? Doubt queries, your issues. We'll discuss your issues, right? Issues, your blockers. Everyone will help each other. There is no hard restriction that someone is keeping dependency, someone is doing that thing, okay? Someone is doing that thing, right? Nothing is there like that. Okay, everything is in a format, guys. Everything is in a format. Okay, everything is in a format. So the team is structured. You don't face any issue that where will I go and search the solution. No need. Company will help you. Company will help you. There's a proper format. That's why we doing the DevOps process, right? DevOps is not just a technology, it's a process as well. People will teach you the way of working. Okay, the way of working, teamwork, how to do the teamwork. It's not that individual will be pressurized here. That we don't do it here. Okay, now moving on. Now comes the actual work. Let's move on from the actual work. The very first, okay, very first there'll be a developer, right? Let me put a developer. Okay, let's assume there are developers. Okay, there are developers sitting here. Let me take it down more. Okay, this is a developer. Okay, now developer is sitting. What this developer will do? Developer work is what? Writing the code. The code language can be anything, doesn't matter. We are not worried about it. Our work is not writing a code. Developer will write a code. Okay, so what is developer will do? Developer will write a code. After he writes the code, okay, any language let him write. He'll write the code in Java. He'll write the code in Python. He'll write the code anywhere. Doesn't matter. We are not worried about it. So after he writes the code, very first tool comes over here is a Git tool. Git or your GitHub. Okay, GitHub is a UI. Git is a CLI. We'll be learning both. Okay, both will be learning. So the first tool. This tool is required for us. This tool is required for us. Why this tool is required? This tool is required because We have to store the code in a proper order. So very first, for storing the code, you require a, okay, you require something called tracking. And second thing is storage. You require storage optimization. Okay, these are two things required here. Two things required right here. So this Git provides you this mechanism. So first tool you're going to learn Git, where you do the source code management storage. So this is the Git is a source code management or a version control system. Okay, source code management, we say source code management tool. Okay, source code management tool. Okay, or for storing code. Okay, for storing the code, it can be a code, it can be a R scripts, your manual scripts, your files, anything, you can store it. Why we are storing here? What is the reason for Git only going? I can store in my Windows, I can store in my Linux machine. Simple, right? Why I want to store it? Now observe here, simple example I'll give you. When you edit a file, whenever you edit a file, okay, what the file will get. Simple example, let me take you here. See what is coming. What is coming here? My type is Microsoft Word, author is Raj, size is 225 KB, date modified is so and so date. Now imagine, now let's suppose there is a single file. There is a single file, and your company people, 10 people are modifying this file. Okay, 10 people are modifying. It's in the Windows common share folder. Now only the last person who modified his name will come. What about the 9 people? Out of the 10 people, 9 people modified something, they went. Only the last person name is coming. Now how can you do a proper tracking? Tracking is required. Now we don't know, right? That 9 people inside a file, whether he changed a line, whether he deleted a line, whether he updated a line, we don't have any info. Then how the tracking will happen? You cannot run the company like that, because your website is dependent on the code only. If the code is wrong, what will happen? Website cannot be launched. So that's the reason inside this file what the person is doing, that no one can understand. So that's the reason we require a powerful tool which can tell us that how many, which can tell us that how many okay, how many people modified this, how many people design. So coding is your tracking is important. Very first thing is tracking. This tracking plays a very important role. Tracking is important. Second more is your storage optimization, because cost is important. If I keep storing all my code here and the hard disk fills here, what will happen? This hard disk has a limitation, right? 500 GB. And if you keep a lot of backups, lot of things you keep it, then what will happen? Storage is not free, guys. Storage is cost. So that's the reason this Git provides a storage optimization. How to reduce the storage cost? Git provides some optimal technology for us, which will reduce the complete cost, right? Yes, someone was saying something. Okay, okay, that is some message from institute. Okay, so okay, this is the first tool which you're going to learn. One is tracking, and second is storage optimization. Two things it will provide. First tool which you're going to learn, DevOps. Second tool, okay, second tool is your build tool. That means so much of code is written, that code has to get some output, right? That means you have to build a website out of this, right? Who will build the website? Who will build the website? So that website will be built by your Maven. So Maven will build this Maven build tool. Okay, Maven build tool, this will build. Maven is a build tool. Okay, Maven build tool, it will build it. Okay, the tool name is Maven, and will build your tool. Okay, Maven build tool. So Maven, this is the one of the build tool, okay, which will do the build operations. Like it will compile the code, okay, developers code, it will compile it, okay, it will test it, okay, it will package, bundle it, and it will give you finally, it will give you one artifact, guys. This final artifact is in the form of jar or a war file. So Java archive, web archive, and these are the jar form. What is that? That is a combining. They're combining all the files into it and creating a bundle, like a zip file. You have a zip in Windows, right? You create a zip in Windows, right? 7-zip or something you have, right? 7-zip, zip something you have. Same way, you do a right click, you get a compress with file. Some option is by default zip is there. Again, you can have 7-zip, right? Same way here we are bundling your files. Which files? Compiled files. That means executed files. They'll be doing some execution, and the executed files are here. This contains your website. This contains your website details. This is what we are going to deploy, right? So Maven tool is required. Why? Because previously the developer, how developer was building, like developers were building like this. A developer was building like this. He was doing here, he was to install Java in local, and then in the local system is to install this Java, And then what he does after Java install, go to Java path and run the Java C. And then let's suppose he's building a login feature, login.java. Then once this is done, it will, what this file will do, it will generate a dot class file. Because why generates a dot class file? Why the dot class login dot class will generate? Why? Because your machine doesn't understand human understand language. Machine understand what? Computer language, ones and zeros language. Okay, it doesn't understand human language. That's the reason to machine to execute this one, it generates there, and then they will run your command called java space login dot java. This will execute and give you the output. Final output will come here. Now output is given. Output is provided here. Okay, output is provided by a Java. This is how developer was doing. To avoid all these issues, now they brought a tool called Maven, which will do in single click. Just single button you click, everything is compiled, everything is done. Okay, you no need to worry about the errors. Errors will be handled by developers. You just know how the procedure to build it. Okay, because we require the automation. This is the second tool which will do the build, which will generate the artifact, which is the final website. The final artifact called your jar and war file. Okay, Java archive, web archive, Java archive, web archive. Once this is done, now code is built. Now you have to go and deploy it, right? You'll go and deploy it here. Okay, you'll be deploying it here. Let's suppose I'll deploy it. For deploying this one, there's a tool called Tomcat. Deploying one, this is a tool called Tomcat here. The tool called Tomcat. Okay, this Tomcat is your this is called a deployment tool where you launch applications. You can launch your applications here. You just need to put the war file jar file here and it will launch the applications. Okay, application launching tool, this will launch the application and it will give you one URL like your HTTP, your IP address and some port number followed by slash application. What is the application? Endpoint is there. So this is simple tool which is very intelligent, very powerful tool in the market. Okay, very powerful tool in the market. Apache Tomcat very powerful. Launch not single application, you can launch n number of applications. Single tool you can launch application. So now what you do, simple you take your artifact from here, and then okay, simple you take the artifact from here and then put it here. Okay, deployment is done. But can you deploy the application like that? Can these people deploy application directly in the live? Not possible, guys. You cannot put the application live. It is hardly impossible. Why? Because application will have lot of issues. Application will have lot of issues, right? Application will have lot of issues. So now before that you have to do some sonar cube scan. Okay, sonar cube scanning. Okay, you have to go a sonar cube. So this sonar cube is one of the scanning tool. Okay, this is one of the scanning tool. Code scanning. Okay, code scan tool. It's called code scanning tool, or you say code inspection tool. Okay, code scanning or code inspection tool. Okay, code scanning or code inspection tool. Okay, where you do your the scanning is done. Why? What kind of scanning? If there are any bugs, here we say terminal called bugs means any kind of errors are there. Okay, if the errors are there, they can lead to your virus attack. Okay, there are some vulnerabilities, we call vulnerabilities called virus. Okay, if there are any errors, vulnerabilities, what will happen? Hacker will attack the website. Okay, if there is virus is there, some hacker will attack your website, will get all the information. If there is a duplication of code, human mind is not that strong, right? Duplication of code is there. Okay, or any kind of a suggestion required to fix this one. So who will give these suggestions to fix issues? Developer, what he will do, his work is writing the code. He will pick up some code from the internet, he'll write it here. But whether the code contains error, whether the code contains issues, who will fix this one? So require a powerful tool called sonar cube. That is a code scanning tool which will do it, right? Before you deploy this one, you have to put this in the sonar cube. So very first, after you do the build activity, very first what you do is you build your from the Maven, you push it here sonar cube. Sonar cube will do the scanning, it will give you a proper report and say everything. Because client will not accept. Client will say, give me a bug free report, only then go and deploy in my environment and launch my website. Otherwise don't launch it. and so much of code is built, right? Jar war, where we store it? Git stores only the files, it will store in the code, it will not store your jars. This is the artifacts called your bundles. These are the bundles of the software bundles, right? Where you will store it. So for the storage purpose you require one more tool called Nexus. Okay, Nexus. So one more tool called Nexus, you require a tool called Nexus. Okay, Nexus is required. Now this tool, this is called your artifactory manager. That means all the artifacts, artifactory manager which will store in a proper format. Manager, okay, this stores all the artifacts like your jar and war. Why? Because this is Maven supported, right? So proper format is required. Proper format, okay, proper format storage is required. Okay, like then you require a secure secure user management. Why I require secure user management? Why? Because this is very critical, guys. Don't think it's just a storage. If let's suppose, okay, how have you ever think Amazon? Have you ever thought this Amazon is there, right? You have Amazon, right? Amazon.in is there, right? Have you ever thought when Amazon is there, you'll get this one, right? 000, some sale days there, 00. How do you think within fraction of second website is changing to all the discount pages? So much big page it is, so many pages are there. How this website is changing within fraction of second? 0.0.0 at 12 o'clock, exactly at 12 o'clock, it will change the website within fraction of second. How it is possible? It is possible with your Tomcat, guys. Tomcat is that powerful. You just deploy this war file. This war file contains all the contents. You just put the war file in here. It will open the application and then they'll attach to your Route 53. Okay, Route 53 in Amazon, and the Route 53 will launch the website. Simple, right? Within fraction of second, this Amazon website will change with the help of that powerful Tomcat is there. And how do you think so much of the size of this jar will be very, the size of the jar will be very high, like 10 GB, 15 GB. How we can store? If you put your 10 GB in your C drive, copy to D drive, what will happen? Put your 10 GB into C drive and copy into D drive. How much time it will take? Almost 1.5 hour. 1 hour can I do? 1 hour can I spend and keep my website down? Not possible. So you require a very fast or secure tool. And okay, it is very fast, very reliable to download. Upload speed is very fast, guys. Your download upload speed is very fast. Okay, download and upload the artifacts. Download and upload is fast here. Okay. Second thing, user man. Why we read security? If you lose this jar file war file, let's suppose Amazon loses the jar file war file, someone can create Amazon website. They can do a fraud management. They can get all the payments to their accounts directly from Amazon. If they if this data of the Amazon code is lost, people can create duplicate thing. Okay, that's the reason this code storage is very important. It's very important to store here, and that also you can do it from your Maven. You can trigger it now. Okay, now we have learned 5 tools: Git, Maven, SonarCube, Nexus, Tomcat. One is for storage, one is for code, one is for. Now, one more tool is required, which is called your Jenkins. Which is called a Jenkins, the main server. Now, you might be thinking, how can I manage all these tools? You don't need to manage all these tools. You can sit in Jenkins. This one tool is very powerful. This is called your automation tool. Okay, this is called automation tool. Your work will be simplified now. Okay, automation tool. What is happening to it? Automation tool or orchestration tool, people call it as continuous integration tool. Okay, continuous integration tool, people say continuous integration tool. Why people call continuous integration tool? Because it's continuously connecting the tools. Okay, here the benefit is what? When you trigger the command in command line, where is the log stored? Log is not stored anywhere. Log is not stored anywhere. Log is not stored anywhere. Okay, log is not stored anywhere. So this will do your build logs. It will capture the build logs. Okay, it will give the build time and date. It will tell you the when the build is done. Okay, then it will tell you your information, like it will give you the information like okay, who triggered it, user management. It will do the user management. Okay, it will keep a proper tracking of the users, user management, who triggered it, when it triggered it, what time it triggered it. All the logs will be stored, all the date and time of the build time, right? Then you have a lot of settings like your okay, timer based jobs. You have timer based, you can set a timing on that time, it will do. Then you have emails will be trigger for me, emails for your emails and reports will be send it to you, right? All these things are possible with your Jenkins. And now what I will do, I will integrate all these tools to my Jenkins. Okay, all these tools you can put it here. Okay, all these tools I can integrate simply to Jenkins, and Jenkins will more. I will sit here only. I will only sit on these tools and manage all these tools. Now I'm flexible. My job is flexible. One time I'll configure this one only, one time configuration, and sit from here. Everything is possible. Now my job is simplified. You'll be thinking how I'll manage 5 tools. No need to manage, guys. It's a one time investment. You configure and you set up this tool, and you do your work from here. All the work can be done from here. You don't need anything. You don't need to go anywhere, right? You don't need to every time go to this tool, go to this tool. Not required. One time you do your job here and you can manage. So now your job is simplified. 5 tools now. Okay, now what else? Where do you put all these tools and install various tools? You deploy in your AWS. So you require a AWS. So this AWS here, okay, you require a AWS. Put this in center. You require a AWS infrastructure, right? So in this AWS infrastructure, you'll put it where it went. AWS, right? Here you require EC2 instances. All your topics will come here, right? Inside of machines only you'll install it, right? You require AWS instances. Okay, AWS instances. AWS instances, right? You have AWS instances, right? Okay, likewise, you have everything. Your load balancers, you can put your LBs. Okay, load balancers. Likewise, you have auto scaling. I'll not put everything here. Okay, space will not be. Auto scaling is there. Okay, you can do your auto scaling. Automatically, machines will scale up and go down. Okay, then you have your Route 53. You can create your own websites. Okay, Route 53. You can do the management of the disk. Okay, disk management, you can do it. You can create your VPCs, main topic. Okay, VPC. Then your disk management, you can do the disk management, all the, okay, what is that, volumes and snapshots. Okay, volume snapshots, all these things you can perform it from here. Here you can perform all these things from here in case you want to do it, in case you want to do it, right? Everything is possible from here. Okay, all these things you can manage it from here with the AWS. So you require infrastructure. That infrastructure you require to launch everything, right? You require infrastructure. Now imagine, okay, now imagine that company is using this one, okay, company is able to build the, write the code, build the code, do a scanning, nexus, everything. These tools are enough for a company, right? To run a website, company is enough. If these tools are enough for a company don't require advanced tools, right? Now what is the benefit after this? That means company is getting a benefit of reducing the cost of using the tools. Second thing, employees getting a benefit. That means you people are getting a benefit to choose your tools. Out of your 15 tools, every company will not use all the tools. Some company will use some tools, some will come use tools. Okay, this mandated tools, it will use it. Upon that, top of that, they'll use some other tools. So that means you have a flexibility to choose your tools. You don't have a burden. You can choose your work. You can choose your work. Our other technology will not give you. You have to work only. You can choose which tools you want to work, where you want to put your effort. Everything is possible. So these 4 5 tools, a company is running stable, they will use it. In case they want advanced tools, then comes your advanced tools, which is called your Ansible. Okay, in your, okay, Ansible configuration management tool. Ansible, this is your configuration management tool. configuration management tool. Then you have what your, this is also called your automation tool, which will do the automation tool. It's called the so here with the help of this you can do the installations, you can do your uninstallations, okay, you can do your validations, and you can edit complex configuration files. Okay, configuration. Why do we require this one? Okay, fine. Okay, config complex configuration files, right? So now, why do we require this one? Ansible. Take a simple example. I'll ask you, install one small software. Take an example of a VLC player only, or take an example of Java. How many steps are there? 5 steps are there. If one machine I say install it, you have to log in into machine, you have to download the software, run the install command, verify it. 4 5 steps are there. Now, same thing I tell you, install in 100 machines. One machine it is fine. One machine you do it, it's fine. One installation. 100 machines I tell you, how much time it will take. Frustrating job, right? So this will be done by your Ansible. And again I say, no, you install the wrong version, uninstall it. 100 machine manually do it, how much time it will take? Lot of mistakes. That means there are problem that there will be challenges that human errors are possible. You may miss some servers, you may miss some steps, and when you give this in the production system, something will break there, something will break there. Okay, that's the reason this Ansible is there, which will help you to automate your lot of things. And finally you can integrate this to Jenkins. You don't need to sit in Ansible command line, integrate to Jenkins will take care from here. You can just click from button from Jenkins will trigger it. Okay, Jenkins will trigger it. Now after this, one more advanced tools, Docker and Kubernetes. Most people will be asking it, what is Docker Kubernetes? This is a containerization tool, right? It requires a lot of explanation to do this one. Containerization, Docker and Kubernetes. This is an advanced level tool. Simple tool. Why this Kubernetes came is okay, Docker and Kubernetes, right? Docker Kubernetes, okay, Docker Kubernetes. So this is your containerization tool. Okay, okay, container. Why these people brought these tools? Because when you're deploying your application inside a machine, it costs a lot, because one machine will be 4 4 5 5 lakhs, and people company cannot afford that much machine. That's the reason they brought a concept of containerization, which will provide you your pods deployments. In Kubernetes there's a concept of pods. Okay, lightweight containers, lightweight operating system, right? The pods, your deployment, your services, all these are available, right? These are all your deployment services available. So this all these concepts will reduce the cost of the infrastructure. You don't need to buy. If you're basically to run this Amazon, if they require 1,000 machines, now they can run with the help of Docker Kubernetes only in 100 machines. That's the benefit. Mostly for the cost optimization, we use it, nothing else. To keep your application 24/7 and running Docker Kubernetes. Your Netflix uses this one, Docker Kubernetes. Netflix application uses this one. Okay, a lot of companies uses this one because it is very cheap to use, very cheap to use. And finally, you can integrate with your Jenkins. Jenkins will take care of it. Done, right? Now, the most important tool, people will be asking me, how can I automate my infrastructure? There is where your automation will come into picture, where you can automate your infrastructure with the help of your, okay, with the help of your AWS. How can I? Let's suppose I tell you, go to the AWS console and create 100 machines manually. I'll tell you, create 100 machines manually. Can you create manually? Not possible. So there is where one more tool comes into picture, which is your, okay, Terraform, right? So this Terraform is what? Infrastructure management tool. Okay, it's called infrastructure. Okay, infrastructure management tool. Okay, infrastructure management, this is for automation of infrastructure. Automation is also automation tool for automating infrastructure. That means all your machines, your load balancers, your VPC, auto scaling, everything will be automated. You don't need to create manually from the console, from the graphical user. Simple, right? One time, create multiple times. That also again you can, which you can integrate with your Jenkins. In case you want to integrate that also, you can take into a Jenkins and sit in one tool. That now job is in single tool only, though there are multiple tools. And you can create your infrastructure from here to here. You can create your all the AWS infrastructure from here. Okay, clear? Any clarity, guys? Any doubt so far? All the tools covered, and few more monitoring tools will come to monitor your applications. Like your all these applications monitoring will be doing here. So few tools will come, which is a ELK stack, which is your log management, centralized logging system. Okay, centralized logging system, ELK stack. Then you have your, okay, your application monitoring, which will learn the monitoring tools as well. That is a log management. This is your application monitoring. Okay, this is your Grafana Prometheus will learn it here, right? Grafana Prometheus alert manager, these things will learn it. Okay. Okay, all these things will learn it here. Okay, so all these things will do your, all the tools monitoring, application monitoring, these tools will do. Okay, these are the separate set of tools. Okay, okay, separate also, which is required for your monitoring stack. Okay, your monitoring will be done here. Fine. Any clarity, guys, so far? Any doubt, any questions, any doubt? Now we covered all the tools, all the things are covered as part of your diagram. Now this is your end-to-end work. Developer work is still here only. Your work is here, but you have a very powerful tool which will sit here and do all the work. You don't need to do one click, it will do it. One time config, it will do it. Only you require a knowledge. All these things will help you in website. And when you go a company, some company will use only advanced tools, some company will use basic tools. So you have an option, you have a choice which tool to use, which tool to work. That is the benefit and beauty of DevOps. No other tool will provide you this one. No other tool will provide you, no other technology will provide you. Okay, fine. Any clarity, any doubt, guys, so far? Are we good? Are we good? Any doubts, any queries? Fine. Now, okay, this is your work. This is how the end-to-end works, your architecture, your flow works of your, okay, DevOps flow. Okay, now there is few more architectures, but we can't cover it here. We'll cover it as part of a syllabus only, which it requires a time. And let's walk you through the last thing of your, is your, most of the people asked it, right? How do you accelerate your career? How do you check your, how do you check your certifications, right? I'll tell you. Very first thing, gain the skills, guys. Gain the skills, gain the knowledge, then proper career roadmap. Okay, for DevOps, get certified as a DevOps in AWS profiles. Okay, get certified, but don't get certification for the job. Again, I'm saying that is not, no one will give, if you have certificate, someone is giving a job, it's great, right? Certification is for what? Certification is for your career growth. First company you, first company you have worked it, in that they're giving promotion. Along with you, there is one more DevOps is sitting who is in the competition for promotion. Then you do the certificate, tell I'm a certified professional, give me a promotion. There will give you 30% hike, 40% hike, they'll give you a bonus. For that reason certification is done, not for your jobs. No one will judge you based on certification. They will judge you based on your talent, the way you speak, the way you maturity, the way you answer the question in the interview, the way you present yourself in the interview. There is where the interview is cracked, right? Not based on certifications. Then understanding your DevOps and cloud computing requirements, the current job market. I told you, right? Go and search in the Google. I saw how many DevOps jobs are opening. How many, how many companies are using DevOps? If the companies are not using DevOps, no one will give you a job. Okay. Then looking at the market, high demand DevOps today. Understand the market, how much demand is in the market. Search in LinkedIn, search in your Naukri, search in your Shine.com, search in your Indeed. Multiple websites are there, right? Okay. Analyze huge market for open DevOps. Okay? Analyze all the market which is available in different websites. Know your salary. Most important thing, guys. If you're experienced, if you have 4 years of experience, 4 years into 3, 12 lakhs minimum you should get in service base. If a product base 400 into 4, 16 lakhs package, that is minimum base package which you require. Okay, for a freshers there's a different count. Okay, different count. Then accelerate career and DevOps. Start this, guys. Don't learn this programming language, not required. First you learn Linux fundamentals, then learn your source code management, then application building with your Maven, then your CI/CD tools, your Jenkins, SonarQube, everything. Then your testing, like a SonarQube will come here, your Nexus will come here. Deployment, your Tomcat, your Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform will come here. Application monitoring tools are there, and then the cloud provider AWS. So this is a roadmap, proper roadmap is there, which we need to learn it here, right? That is the way the course is designed. Step by step we'll go it. This is not a jumbling kind of a thing. Step by step with a, as per the diagram how I drawn it, same way I'll go it. Okay, same way I'll proceed with it. Course also start like that. Then accelerate here. This is just a slide, average salary slide. I already showed you, right, how much salaries you're getting in the online. Okay, we have seen that. Then mails comes your certifications. So these are all the certification from DevOps. No need to do, you can do DevOps certification. You can do a tool level certification if you want a specific tool. Jenkins certification, Kubernetes certification, you have Docker certification, you can do it. Okay, that is the certificates. Then you have AWS provides itself AWS certification. This is level 1. This is a DevOps tool certification. This is AWS level 1. This is level 2. AWS has two levels, level 1, level 2. First, you do the level 1, work on all the level 1 things, and then go for the level 2. Okay, this is the advanced level certification, two things. These are for developers, not for us. They are developers, these are for us. Okay, these three for us. First, this is the basic tools, DevOps tools, certification, then this one. These three you have to do it. Okay, in case you want to do certification, you can do one by one, one by one. Okay, hardly 15K it will be there. 15K is there, I believe, certification cost. Okay, and you get two items on that. You can write it, but don't write for your getting a job, guys. That has a expiry date. Within 2 years it will get expired. Again, when you try to shift a new job, certification is not there. Don't do it. Okay, don't do it. Okay, fine. Any questions, guys? Any doubts? Any questions you have so far? Anything if I didn't cover anything which you want me to cover, at least 1% you understood. I want, don't want 100%, guys. I am not interested in 100%. If you understand 1% and your journey is very very smooth, I'm happy. Because be in a journey, take any technology, learn any technology, first understand the how much market it has. If it doesn't have a market to give you jobs, what is the use of learning? End goal is learning only, right? End goal is getting a job, learning it properly, and earning salary, right? Simply not learning. You're not just for learning here. Okay, it's not a course where you do something, you get a certificate and you're done. End of the day is getting a job. So put your effort in the job, not okay in your techno you learn it, but also put the effort there, because end goal is there, right? Okay, now any questions, any doubts, any queries? Okay, we have 15 minutes or 10-15 minutes we have, we can take your doubts, right? Now all your, okay, your stage is yours. You can ask a number of questions you have. Hope 1% clear, journey is clear. Because journey should be smooth, guys. Explore all these things what I told you, right? Note it down, explore everything. Which companies are using, how many companies are using AWS, what is the salary I'm getting, how many jobs opening are there. Okay, all this is explored, because it's not one industry, guys. Even in your banking sector you're getting, if you know, government jobs also there, guys. If you're a fresher, your age is less, DRDO, you know DRDO. Yeah, there are two three webs, there are two three things, go and search, you get the jobs or you're read. And starting salary is only 11 lakhs for that. Starting salary is 11 lakhs for a fresher. Okay, website is not responding, right? One second. See, there is something called, go and search in Google, government jobs also there, guys. Okay, it's not that AIA. Okay, AIA. Okay, Airport Authority of India. There's a, now in this June or July you will get this notifications. Okay, in Hyderabad there's a Coca-Cola company, right? There the exams will happen. Search for AIA, guys. Double AI. Okay, Airport Authority of India. You'll get this one. There are the jobs for this. DevOps jobs are there. Okay, you can apply for this. Then you have DRDO. Okay, this is also one DRDO. Okay, this is also one defense one, where you get, okay, defense research, and one you also have a good salaries for it. So likewise, lot of companies are there, lot of government jobs are there. Okay, your Indian Navy also requires a DevOps engineers. So understand, if you have a good scope, if you want to learn, you can go with it. Okay, because I have researched everything. Okay, it is there, a lot of people have suggested, they have applied it. Some of the people joined also, some of the people joined also in your AI. Okay, starting packages 11 lakhs, I believe they get 1 lakh in one hand. 1 lakh something they get after cutting, they get 1 lakh something in their hand. That's a government job, right? Okay, so think about it, take a decision, it's all in your hands. Any questions, I'm happy to help you. Any queries, I'm happy to help you. Okay. Okay, fine. Any questions, any doubts, any queries? You have a course related issues, you can contact, take a screenshot, take a photo, guys. Here, there's the numbers here. You can call in the WhatsApp or text them. They'll give you all the information. Okay, all the information will be provided. Okay, and class will be starting from 7 to 8. Okay, daily 1 hour. I'll extend slowly to half an hour. Okay, because I have to go slowly. I can't rush it in 1 hour. Slowly, we'll be writing the notes, and I'll be giving you all these things. Okay, material thing I forgot to tell you, right? So there's a material with us. We'll give giving you end-to-end documentation. This is all yours. You can take along with you, right? All the documents are with us. We'll give you these materials. All these documents are given you with a proper example. It's not just a theory. Along with that, it has a proper example, screenshots, everything there with the scenario basis. Okay, see all the screenshots, examples, it is there. Okay, all the examples, everything with the screenshot will keep it so that you can practice it. And also I give my running notes to people. Okay, people expect running notes, so we'll give you running notes like this. Okay, any batch, I'll give you all the running notes as a batch, online batch. Just now one batch is going on, it's still continuing, right? So see, all the running notes will be here. You'll be getting, if you see AWS, all the diagrams are there. You'll be getting all the theoretical notes plus everything, all the course syllabus is here, all the definitions, everything I'll be writing. It is there in the PDF, but it is there here. Okay, PDF has additional information. This is the daily work what you do. Every day I'll keep in the notepad content, I'll share you after the, once the one tool is completed, I'll give you the notes. Okay, notes will be available for you, but the videos will be sharing day to day videos will coming to you. Okay, everything, any tool you learn, I'll give you proper introduction, everything, right? Fine. I believe I am done with from my side. Any doubts, any queries from your side? Happy to help you. Still, if you feel you're not comfortable, speak to institute, arrange a separate call, one on one. We'll have a call there. Okay, that is also fine. Okay, guys, then I believe let's stop it here, and hope to see you on the DevOps journey. Research yourself, guys. Research and come, no problem. Okay, take your time. Ravindra, red, hi. Someone has a doubt. Ravindra, any questions, any doubt? You have 10 minutes to go, right? Am I audible? You're not audible. You're not audible. You're not audible. You're on mute, I believe. You're unmuted, but your voice is not coming. Okay, your voice is not coming to us.
What is the course duration, sir?
Course will go to 2 to 2.5 months. 2 to 2.5 months. So actually it is 2 months, but I keep buffer half month because somewhere we have to repeat the concept, somewhere some delay will happen, right? So half month buffer. There's no rush. Even if it goes for 3 months, I'm okay with it. Okay. Because learning is important. Learn one time. It's not that rushly learning in 1 month and after that you don't understand, again join somewhere, learn. No. Learn it once. Okay. Use it lifelong. Okay. Next job you crack it. There also this learning will help you because interview is interview process. It will not go right. So understand it, right? Okay. Okay, guys. I believe no questions anymore. I'm stopping it here, right? Have a good day. Okay. Contact, take a photo of this. If you have any doubts, they will contact you. Okay. Take a photo, screenshot. If you have any doubt, okay. 1 minute. He's asking me to wait 1 minute. Take a photo. Take a photo of this. Okay. Call them. Call them, reach out them, or they will reach out to you. Anything is fine. It's your wish. Okay. So fine. Okay. Okay, guys. Then thank you. Have a good day. Okay. Bye bye. Happy weekend. Thanks for joining.
Hello.
Hey Ravinder, you have a question? Yeah. Yeah. Speak up. You're audible. Hello. Sir. Chappan.
Hello, this is Ravindra. Am I audible now? Hello.
Audible, Ravinder, tell me.
Yeah, I just want to have a brief thing like how do we, I mean, is it possible for us to set up the environment or something for doing
Yeah, I'll
hands-on
set up
such?
the environment. Everything is online. You don't need to buy anything. Simple laptop, you get it right. Everything is
Hmm.
online. You'll do in the console. I do everything in browser. Simple browser, you
Okay.
get it. Simple browser. Everything is done
Okay.
browser. You don't need anything. A basic laptop is required. Basic
Okay.
laptop.
So
That's it.
we have some test projects as
Yeah,
well, right,
test environment is
in
there.
the code.
AWS account is there. AWS people provide it. Okay. There's a
Hmm.
free trial account initially. 1 year it is
Hmm.
free. After that, it will cost you. Okay.
Okay.
By the time you can
So
learn this, so you don't need to
yeah.
spend money.
Yeah, and in additionally, like the course will be curated in such a way that you have some hands-on project like thing, or
Definitely, definitely. I told you, right? 6 projects I'll give you hands-on. End-to-end tools
okay,
you'll do it, right? End-to-end tools you have
hmm,
to do the practice.
okay,
It's not that project is not in the one go. It is every behind every tools there's a project. Project is not
yes,
just because it's for your knowledge check, not for
hmm,
showing it someone. That is different thing. Okay, if your
hmm, hmm,
documentation everything different thing. Main is your checking your knowledge, how well you are able to grab things, right? There is a knowledge check,
hmm,
right?
hmm, okay,
Okay.
yeah. Thank
Anything
you. Thanks
else?
for holding. No,
Um,
thank
Okay.
you.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, someone Nirupa Shri,
Nirupashri.
right? Yeah.
Yes, sir. So I work as a developer right now,
Okay.
and my expectation out of this, and in fact, my company is a AWS provider, so they,
Okay.
uh, pushes to write certificates and everything.
Okay.
But I was recently interested towards the scripting side, and that's why I took up
Okay.
DevOps. But my
Okay.
core requirement out of this course is towards Docker and Kubernetes.
Okay.
So, how far are you going through those topics, sir, and Terraform as well?
See, base is first. First, the five pillars are Git, Maven. You have to
Right,
understand this. If you want to
right,
put
right.
something in the Docker, you have to build your
Mhm.
Maven. Like if you're a developer, Java developer, you generate an artifact called war file, jar file. That
Right.
jar file has to be generated. You should know the process of generating. That
Mm.
jar file will go inside a Docker, which is your
Right.
container application, right? Then only
Right.
application will launch. So first you should know the basic, then you can go and deploy in that. If you know the
Right.
Maven properly, if you're expert in Maven, then you're well to go with your Docker environments. I mean, how do you
Okay.
compile it? I don't know. How do you what tool you
Mhm.
use for compilation? I don't know. If you do
Right.
that one, because that is a base, right? Any company is demanding now. Any
Correct.
developer also Maven is important for learning.
Mm. So, okay. I mean, I want to know all the other tools because I've not done scripting ever in the
Scripting,
CI/CD
yeah. If you know the
thing.
Linux basics, scripting is very easy. If you have a
Okay.
very good Linux command line, then scripting is easy. Scripting is what a set of manual commands you're automating
Mm.
then in sequential order. That's it. It's not a
Right.
coding, right? We're not that level of coding. Basic for loops, if conditions, you use it there. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you will be applying some variables. Okay, will be applying some awk awk commands. Then you have your grep find. Okay, your cut delimiters, then your sorting, your uh, unique sentences. So that is what we use it. It's simple to learn. Only thing, you should have a strong Linux knowledge.
Mm.
Okay, if you have strong Linux knowledge, your command line is very very smooth. Then your scripting is smooth because your developers use your IntelliJ, right? IntelliJ or IDE
Innovation.
tools,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-mm.
So you don't use command line more. So that is where the problem comes, right? Previously, developers used to work in black and white. Now it's all these automated tools. You do a right click, your build is done, your application
Yes.
is launched, right? So that's the
Yes.
problem.
And we even include configuration files, right? Like writing an YAML or something while deploying into AWS or something.
Sorry, configuration tool.
Like while deploying in the AWS onto the cloud, like do we
Hmm.
write even the cloud formation YAML files, configuration files?
No, cloud formation is not required because that is only related to your AWS. That's why we brought Terraform, right? Now, with the help of
Okay, okay.
Terraform, you can do
Mm.
all that. This Terraform, if you learn here in AWS, you can do it for
Mhm.
Azure, you can do it for GCP.
Right,
It is
right.
same.
It's open source,
Problem
right?
is that Terraform is there is a complexity. Second thing, complex things like your VPC creations and this creation will not work with that. It is very uh, restricted zone. Okay, and tomorrow if you want to migrate your code to some other cloud, this
Mm.
Terraform will help you. So that is the reason we are learning this advanced now. How your Docker and Kubernetes is booming in the market, Terraform is booming there a lot. People are
Correct.
concentrating because people switch their clouds frequently, right? For that reason,
Right.
because some customer says I want in AWS, some customer says I want in GCP, some customers say I want in Azure. So that's the reason we go with this. The cloud formation, that is also template. We'll write in the same format. There is structure for that. It's not a coding. Only a structure
Mm.
is given. You have to fill the template. But main is agenda is that it's a open source tools is much less cost than your cloud formation. Cloud formation charges a lot compared to your
Yeah.
Terraform. That's
Yes.
why people go with this. So according to market standards, we have kept this one.
So is Terraform and Docker we doing to the beginner level, or we're going until intermediate or
Advanced level. There's no beginner level. This course is from experience fresher to your 10 to 12 years experience people. Even the 15 years experience person we have taught this one, you have had the job.
perfect?
So
Okay.
everything is
Okay.
very in depth. If you see the syllabus, so take the syllabus from there, compare it from
Yes.
any institute. Go to any institute, compare it. If this much
Mm.
content is there, we'll offer you a free workshop. There are a lot of people went there, came back after 2 weeks. They sat there, they paid the fees. After 2 weeks, they came back. This is not good. We have seen a lot of people who are coming there because this much syllabus, no institute will provide you. And if they
Yes. Yes.
provide you with these charges, what we are charging,
Mm.
they charge almost 50 60K. Which our charge is very less. Content is more, okay, as well as course content is less. Quality is there, okay. That is also
Mm.
important, right? So think about it and go. It's all your choice.
Yeah, in fact, I love the introduction that you started off, sir, because it was very welcoming from the beginner to the intermediate level.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean to the advanced level. So I just wanted to know about these tools of how much level you're
Definitely
going in.
advanced. Don't need to worry. You go in official website and search it. My content will be coming from there. Okay.
Right, right. Thank you, sir.
All
Thank
the
you so much.
important topics which advanced tools are required, we have kept it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done with my questions. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for
Thank you.
your appreciation. So fine. Any more questions, guys? Any more thing? All good? Okay then. Okay. If you're joining it, it's fine. Well, not joining, all the best. Okay. Have a good career. So see you on the course day if you're joining. Fine. Have a good day. Bye bye. Okay. Thank you. I'm signing off.
So
Okay.
the
If you want a
yeah,
screenshot,
yeah,
take a screenshot from here. Okay.
the
Thank
course
you.
actually starts from Monday or when it is.
July 5th, right? I don't know what is the date for July 5th.
Okay, okay.
Okay. July 5th. Okay. You
Hmm.
can call. That's why I told you that. Take this number. Call them.
Hmm.
Take a
Okay,
screenshot or
okay.
photo. Okay. Fine.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, guys. I'm turning
Thank you.
off. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.